These card making magic scroll die sets, oval scrolls and delicate pearly swirls. We are limited for those, just so you know. £29.98002142. Oh, is that limited? Misleading, is it? Sorry, we'll take that off. There we have good stock, just to highlight that for you. There we go, we'll get those back up again. Then we've also got the Daisy May Designs, the Daffodil Basket Stamp and Die Collection. 5 stamps, 5 dies, £18.98, 389,918, the deal. And don't forget, our deal wheel is £5 off in this hour if you spend over £25. Now, we can't quite believe these are still with us. These are the large, oh, she says, corner pieces. Oh, sorry, the actual gorgeous squares and the circles and the alphabet strip with the ordinals. So if I just show you the board, there we go. Very ornate, very beautiful. Got our circles, got our matching squares, got our rectangles. So that's a great, because we've got the whole thing there. Then we've got our numbers, extra vowels and letters, and then the ordinals as well. £24.98, 199931. If I just show you some of the beautiful creations that these can make. And then we have this one. Gorgeous, isn't it? And then this was the one that Helen made earlier. Beautiful. And then our birdies. I mean, we're using another one there in the middle, but you can see the outside is, as is that one, it's just the outside in the gold, but the inside is another die. And then again, that is, as you can see, it's the card folded over, using the square and elements of the one-day special. Really beautiful. And they are big dies, aren't they? £24.98 for 18 in total. Great value. 199931. Okay, and then don't forget Cozy Coffee Time, Hug and a Mug. The dies and the stamps. I can't quite believe this price. I think these are gorgeous because they could be Christmassy or they could be very generic. Let's meet up for coffee, for Easter coffee and donuts. Yeah, Hug and a Mugs, just sending hugs, just thinking of you. We've got cinnamon sticks and snowflakes if you want to make it Christmassy, but you've got the lovely whipped cream and stars and cookies and marshmallows, and then that could be coffee pot, teapot, ornate pot. You know, you can imagine if you've got some flower stamps coming out of your lovely ornate coffee pot there. £10.99 for the dies and the stamps. That's 34 in total, 812943. Now, we are giving you £5 off if you spend over £25 in this hour. 15 minutes left to take advantage. All you've got to do is put in the code WHEEL5 in capital letters at the end when you check out. This is not valid during repeats or rewind. And it must be completed, your checkout, within 50 minutes at the end of the show. And it's not limited to one per customer. Full T's and C's on the website. All right, so we have just about a quarter of an hour left.
Okay.
Are you going to use my favourite?
Yeah.
Yay! There's not many left. They're not going to come back again. But
we're going to make a lantern.
Limited, but we can still get them.
I'm going to use some alcohol inks as well.
Oh, lovely.
So I've taken one of the panel outside dies, and I've taken one of the ornate ones and popped it inside. I'm just going to take this down because I want to make sure it doesn't move. And then we're going to just run that through. There we go.
And they cut so beautifully, don't they, Helen?
They do.
They really do.
This is really thick card. Obviously, you can use any pattern card that you have at home.
And thank you, Louise, for getting her that card yesterday for our deal of the day. That 300 GSM. She did good, didn't she?
She did good.
She did good. 160 sheets. What's the deal of the day today? Because I didn't know what it was. Does anybody know?
No, I did see it this morning, but I didn't absorb it.
Silk scarves. That's unusual. I'll have to have a look at that. Silk scarves today. Don't forget our 5-day savers, 7-day savers, I should say, but there's 5 of them. Oh, there it is. It's silk scarves. Choose plain or patterned. You're saving £10. Oh no, you're spending £10, saving £15. 100%.
Wow.
Well, that's a bit different, isn't it? How would you use those, Helen? Would you cut them to use as sort of ribbons, or do you use mixed media or anything?
Yeah, I do love a bit of mixed media.
Yeah.
But those look so lovely, I might just wear it.
There is that. That's where my mind went. Yeah, £10 for silk. Amazing.
They look quite nice, weaved as well. Woven,
Ooh,
sorry,
yeah.
weaved.
Woven, yeah,
Let's get our
lovely.
English correct. Yes.
It's been a marathon for you. You've
It
been
has
here
been.
since. I know what it's like when you're doing the one day special. It's you're here the night before and all that preparation and the whole day. It's a long day for you.
It is, but I have a nice roast beef dinner waiting for me.
Oh, Tony, he's a good one.
No, my sister.
Oh, he's a
Yeah.
rotter. That Tony. Never
No,
liked
he's
him.
looked after
Never liked him.
He's looked after Charlie, so
That's fair. Oh, that's fair.
trust
all right,
me,
Tony.
that's probably
Did
harder
Leonie
work.
give you a signed photograph?
we had a selfie together,
Did
and
you?
I've emailed it to him. I don't know if he's received it yet.
Well, is he going to be impressed with that? Because that's just you and Leonie. He wants
Well,
a
I
signed
did put
photo.
on it your two favourite ladies.
Okay.
Yeah.
She loves you really, Tony. So who's cooking the dinner? Louise?
Yeah, Louise is cooking the
Oh,
dinner.
she's excelled herself, hasn't
She
she?
has.
Not only getting you the card, cooking
Yeah.
the dinner as well.
She is a good one. Hopefully
well
the
there,
ironing's
Louise.
done as well.
She do the ironing
Oh,
as well.
she'd do everything. Yeah, she's great. And
Amazing.
when I'm not at work, I reciprocate because she has a very busy job and a very busy
Oh,
life
that's
as well.
lovely. So you both just help each
So,
other.
definitely, yeah.
Oh.
We've both got 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
She's got the girl version. I've got the boy. We fight
have you-
like cat and dog, but love each other dearly.
Have you just got the one sister?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
lovely. That's like me. I've just got the one sister.
So to make the lantern, I really need to just chop off the feet.
Uh-huh.
There, get rid of those. I'm going to run some tape down the side here and chop that off. And I'm just going to bend that. It's got a score line all there for you, showing you exactly what to do. I'll just give that a nice good crease. So we've now got our 4 panels ready to go. We also need a base. So what I did to create the base was take some more of that card. I measured how big the side is, because obviously that is how big each side of my panel needs to be. Then I added another centimetre on each side, so I've got something to fold up and actually stick to my panels.
Gotcha.
So as easy as that. I've also got to just snip this on each of the corners, just so it folds up a lot easier. There we go. And that is good to go. We can actually just take up these sides here to create our box so that it's ready for wrapping around. And one more to go.
So this makes a beautiful, elegant box if you want to put your little battery-operated tea light in it, such as these, as a suggestion, or it makes that lovely card or a room divider. So pretty.
I mean, you could also put a lid on the box,
Ooh,
and it could be an
yes.
actual box,
Box for a present,
which would be
gifting, yeah.
great as well. I'm going to make some panels to go inside, just to give it a little bit more character. Let's lean on some card. We're going to use some alcohol inks. This is Yupo paper, or Yupo.
What is Yupo paper?
You
You
never
mentioned-
know how to say it.
I've never heard of it. What's special about it?
It's like a plasticky
Yeah.
paper. You can't use a heat gun on it because it does shrivel up.
Right.
But Yupo paper enables you to blend alcohol inks beautifully.
Oh, okay.
So if you were to drop, I do like using photo card as well.
Yeah.
But with Yupo paper, if you drop alcohol inks on, you can actually blow them. You can create some really, really great
Oh,
effects.
okay.
Yeah.
I've not heard of it before.
It's really great stuff. What have I done with the alcohol inks? Here they are.
That's okay. I thought I've no idea where
You
they are. I've not
tidy
seen them
up and
today.
you put everything back. Like I said, tidying up is bad. It's bad for you.
It's overrated.
It is. So I've just got some yellows and some reds here, and I just really want to create an effect where it just looks like the candles flickering inside, and then we'll pop the little tea light in there as
Lovely.
well.
Now, we are limited for this, don't forget, and once it's gone, it is gone. We can't get more stock or anything like that. That is it, sadly.
I'm going to
So
add some yellow. I'm going to add a little bit of the blending solution, which will just help carry it, 'cause I don't want it to be a bright yellow. I just want to colour my Yupo. The nice thing is as well, if you're not happy, you can literally just add some more blending solution.
and wipe it off.
And wipe it
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very versatile. Yupo paper. Yeah.
Yupo.
Yeah.
Let's do all the yellow and then we'll add some red. I've just stuck my fingers in that one. Really great. It's not quite dry. Let's add some more. There are some amazing things you can do with alcohol inks. This is just a very quick and simple one.
So this is the last chance as well for the one-day special. 8 minutes remaining, £13.97. We were approaching limited the last time I heard. Or did it get limited? I've lost track, to be honest. Everything's just flown out. I don't know what's remaining, if anything. So please, please, please don't miss out. Last 8 minutes for the one-day special.
Let's add a little bit of the red. So most of the alcohol will actually evaporate and just leave us with some colour.
Okay.
We can blend these in lots of different ways. I'm just going to be very, very quick, just so we can stick this lantern together and have a finished product. These just need to dry for just a second. Doesn't take long, and like I say, you can't use your heat gun because it's plastic coated,
Right,
and
it will shrivel.
It will shrivel up. So let's just get rid of these while we're waiting for those to
I'll
dry.
quickly recap then. The one-day special, don't forget this is the last 7 minutes to grab this fantastic one-day special at £13.97. We'll bring those details up. You've got 80 of those papers and sentiments and sheets there for the actual. You've got 65 designs in the actual booklet. You've got your foam tape. You've got 27 stamps, 10 dies, the lovely wavy embossing folder, the PVA double-ended glue, and this is the final call. All of this for an amazing £13.97, saving you £5, 730815. Last of the lantern, the room divider die set as well, getting limited for that. Once that's gone, it's gone. So if you spend over £25 in this hour as well, this is your last 6 minutes to take advantage of the £5 spin the wheel deal that will give you off if you put in the code WHEEL5 at the end when you check out.
So just very quickly taking off this tape.
So don't forget to check out your baskets. So once this is gone, it's gone because nobody's doing it again.
I don't think so.
End of.
No, I
I've
will.
got a choice. Sorry, that's it. Finite.
It's definitely for now.
Yeah, that's it.
But it is so lovely.
And like you said, beautiful as a little box. Gifter box, yeah.
So you can see where we're going with this. We're
Yes.
just building these up.
Building up the
Adding
sides there.
our sides. I have pre-done the tape. Try and make it a little bit faster.
Very limited. I'm going to grab a couple of cards as well while we're chatting. Oh, I didn't show you these, did I? My favourite, my little room divider. This is what I like. I don't know why, but I think I'd love a room divider. I haven't got the space.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful? Because you make it as long as you want with this. Isn't that gorgeous? And then, but it needn't be like, I mean, there can be beautiful cards.
It's a proper mantelpiece card, that one.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Now, we have only got 5 minutes, the clock says, for, and again, so using the gilding flakes. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, I
on
really
a-
enjoyed making that
on a
one.
card. So many different ways. It wasn't just think lantern boxes or anything like that.
You could add glitter, you could add literally anything that will stick to double-sided sheets. It's quite nice with some mica powders. That would look stunning as well, especially against the black. Anything you have at home. Just need some double-sided sheets, and the dies will also cut through that as well.
So we've got about 2 minutes to construct this, Helen, just so you know.
I do have a finished one, so I'm not too worried. Yeah.
Once this is gone, it's gone. The clock is ticking, just a few minutes left. Take advantage. Oh, we are down to the last single few now. Yeah.
It's really hard to stick fast.
Take your time.
The pressure.
We know where we're going, I know.
The pressure is
You can
on.
see Paola's warming up over there to spin that wheel. I think she's trying to rig it. She looks good on being on the Raz last night, didn't she? You'd never know.
Does, yeah.
Are you feeling okay? She looks amazing.
I don't think she could have drank too much.
Now, the divider die has technically sold out, so please remember to check out your basket. Please remember to check out your basket. It has gone.
Oh, I'm not
Helen,
surprised. It is
well, we're just coming to
lovely.
the close of the show, so I'll let you continue.
Would you like to see it finished? We do
oh.
have one that's finished.
Did you?
Where is it? Here.
Oh, there we go, yes.
So I've just added a little sentiment on the top there, a little tea light. The battery's gone in that one. Let's put a new one in. And that will look really, really nice on the Christmas table.
Beautiful, absolutely.
There
And
we
then
go.
the lights are dimmed on the windowsill. Fabulous, darling.
Yeah,
Yes, and I know
really
you'll
nice.
get that finished. Wait, are you back with us again? I know this was
next Sunday.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
What have you got for Sunday?
Hot off the press. Literally hot off the press.
Is it called Hot off the Press?
Yeah,
I look forward to that.
it's on its wing and its way over from America.
Fantastic.
Ready for next Sunday.
We look forward to it. We'll see you on Sunday. Thank you so much. Thank you, Helen.
Thank you.
Lovely, hot off the press. Next Sunday, can't wait. But we are going to launch the Hampton Art One Day special with Paola. She's ready to spin that wheel. And then Paola and I will have a good evening. And then I will bring you the Hampton Art One Day special to follow.
Hi, I'm Joe from the Mill Shop Online. Welcome to the Mill Shop Online. As you can see, we're a lot of fabric here. We're very passionate about our fabrics. We're one of the largest online sellers in the UK of fabrics for upholstery, soft furnishings, and now the lovely craft market. Whether you're starting out with fabric or you're an experienced sewer, we love to bring projects that every ability can really have a go at. So don't miss the Mill Shop Online shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Vicky. We are the Stamping Sisters.
From Stamp Addicts. We started our family-run business in 1992 when we were importing rubber stamps from the USA.
But now we design and manufacture them all here in-house in our shop in Bedfordshire.
We make grey rubber stamps and we make them as deeply etched as we possibly can so that you can use them in many different ways.
On our shows on Hochanda, we like to give you lots of different techniques to use with the stamps, different ways that they can be used and ideas.
We hope that we can inspire you to get out your stamps and have a play. Look at all the different designs we've got. We've got Christmas, we've got scenic, we've got cute and furry. There's something for everyone.
Make sure you don't miss the Stamp Addict shows
On Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Katrina from Rowan Dean. We're a small family business that design embroidery kits. Embroidery has always been my passion and I'd love to show you how to do some of the stitches and some of the kits. We're based in Derbyshire and I'm really inspired by the landscape and flora of Derbyshire, and I think other people will be too. Our kits are really easy and I hope they inspire you to have a go at stitching. Since we've been on Hochanda, we've had a great time. Everybody's been really friendly and really good. We've met loads of people all around the country who watch Hochanda and find it really inspiring. Don't forget to join me on my Rowan Dean shows on Hochanda.
Evening. We are in the middle of the Deal Wheel event, so you know until tomorrow. It runs until tomorrow, and therefore every hour the presenter will spin the wheel, and there will be an offer during 40 hours. So let's see what the deal is for this hour. All right. Let's see. Freedom discounts for the whole hour. So I believe that's going to be in discounts on every item in the show. Anyway, so we are going to be able now to join Nikki for the one-day special, of course. But the details of the deal will there. We have them on the screen there now. So you can see that they are only available to active Freedom members. To qualify, checkout must be completed within 15 minutes of the end of the show. Discounts will only apply during the live show, not during repeats of the show in there. So remember, that happens, all the Freedom discounts will happen during the hour in there. Now, We are, for full terms and conditions, please do visit hochanda.com, and then you will have those amazing day freedom discounts, remember, during the hour. So hello, Nikki.
That was exciting.
It was, wasn't it? We were like, kind of, come on, come on.
I don't know, I thought I was going to win something.
Well, everybody who's watching is winning the fact that, they have got an amazing opportunity to save some money if they make a purchase.
Brilliant.
It is, isn't it? So, Nikki,
Right.
one day special from
Yes.
Hampton Art.
It
So
is.
what it is exactly that we are
Right,
getting.
so Hampton Art is a US-based company, been going for many, many years, been in the stamp industry for a very long time. And what they brought us is the Stamp Perfect, and it's basically for perfect stamping. And there's lots of different ones on the market, we know that. These are the first ones, well, actually it was the second one that I came across, but it's my first choice of a stamp platform for many, many reasons. Now, in the one-day special, you're not just getting one Stamp Perfect platform, you're actually getting two.
Oh, why is it that you need two?
Right, so you're a stamper.
Yes.
Okay, so we use various different stamps. So sometimes we're doing a smaller image and we're doing a small amount of stamping for small cards. So we've got the smaller one that you've got there now in front of you, which is 7x9. So that's perfect for doing your smaller stamping. And then the larger one, which is 10x10,
Wow.
is great for all those bigger projects that you want to create.
And also, I mean, personally, as a crafter, I always have a very small amount of space on my table. So
Yes.
I like to have a smaller version to be able to, find a space in the
to
table.
find a space, exactly. And also with the smaller one, it's really nice if you're doing your classes, if you're going to your workshops, you can pop it in your work bag and you've got it in there. This one's slightly bigger, but what's really nice about them is they are lightweight, they are robust. They do what they say on the packaging, and that's what I love about them. You've just removed the rubber mat, actually. And so the reason we've got the rubber mat is so that you can use your clear stamps, but you can also use your thicker stamps. So you could use your red rubber stamps as well. To be honest, I found that I like to keep the mat in, and I try it with my red rubber stamps because it gives you a really, really nice finish and a perfect stamping every single time. And I have to say, when I first came across them, I was thinking, I don't need that. I use my acrylic blocks. I've always used acrylic blocks. Why do I need a Stamp Perfect? However, when I think about how many images I've stamped in the years that I've been stamping that haven't been stamped properly and that I can't go into again and stamp, that's where these come in.
So you are actually saving money.
Yes.
You know what I found?
I don't waste any card stock.
And not even ink pads, because I have got so many ink pads that they are, some of them are 15 years old. So they have, but the color is very nice, and they haven't lost, they haven't lost their color.
Yes.
They don't manufacture it anymore.
So maybe you're now building up your colours,
Exactly.
you're creating backgrounds with stamps maybe that you haven't used in years, inks that you haven't used in years. And as I say, it is I love them, absolutely. And we have to say, I'll let you say the price.
I will give you the details for the amazing one-day special, because remember, it is magnetic, and also the base, so the paper will stay in place. You are getting two Stamp Perfect positioning tools, the 10x10 inches, the 7x9 inches for £19.98. Now that's not flexible. That's one-off payment for two Stamp Perfect tool. You are getting, just one-off payment. Look at the saving here. £35 of the usual pay is way more than you are spending you're spending just under £20, and you are getting, basically you are paying just a tenner for each, in that, and it's just an amazing tool. If the item number is 152547, and remember, £19.98. Because it comes from America, there is a slightly extended delivery, because there is a 12 days of the 29th of November is the dispatch day, because it comes from America, which means that you are getting an amazing product and just a slightly delivery.
And it's an amazing price.
It is an amazing price.
It really is.
Yeah,
And I can honestly promise you that when you get yours home, it's going to be one of those tools that you're going to use every single day. And in about a week, you're going to be saying, why didn't I get one of these before?
I did
How
that, yeah.
did I manage before?
Exactly. Right. So apart from the one-day special, we have other goodies from the Hampton Arts, including beautiful stamps in here. So look at those ones. They are gorgeous flowers and butterflies. I do love them.
Yeah. So these are beautiful layering stamps. So you can layer your colours on. Of course, you could use just the outer edge, so you've got all that detail. But then when you look at how Hampton Art have actually put the stamps together, you've got the block colour there, then you layer up the next stamp, and then you layer up the next one, and then you've got those beautiful colours. And it depends on how you put those colours together. Again, this is a great way of using a lot of those inks that you've got at home that you haven't been using. The butterfly is absolutely beautiful.
I love that. And I love the sentiments. They are such a beautiful...
May you always be brave enough to fly.
Oh, that is beautiful, isn't it?
It is a really, really nice sentiment.
I just love how amazing these beautiful words are, and very usable, and also kind of for even our journaling as well as for card
All
making.
of these stamps actually are beautiful for your art journaling, and as you know, I've only been doing art journaling for a few months, and I'm kind of getting a little bit of addicted now.
It is addictive,
So
isn't it?
Yeah.
But look at those gorgeous samples in here that the team has created.
So yeah, so you can see how the colours are layered up there. There's a pale pink in there, then there's my darker pink, and then I've gone in with a really, really deep pink there on the outer line.
That is gorgeous.
And then again, using these borders, this is something that I kind of I've always shied away from in stamping, because there was no way really of getting those perfect, but we're using the stamp platform alongside these stamps. I'm fine. It's so easy.
And there are so many different techniques.
Yeah, and creating your own backgrounds as well.
It's just, so if you want to go for this set of 2 stamp sets from Hampton Art, those gorgeous 2-step, the item number is 509743. £14.98 is the price for both of these stamp sets. Now we have got also another set of duo as well that kind of has, this one has got one is similar to the previous one, and then the other one is slightly different.
It is, yes. Right, so I'm going to try not to say it, and please, Paola, you have to tell me, Nikki, stop, because this is my favourite, and I always say this. But however, peonies are my favourite flower.
They're gorgeous.
And what they've done here is they've layered it up again, so you can layer those layers up, you get the different shading in there. Easy and perfect stamping every single time. Then you've got the inner, you've got your leaves in there as well, so you can stamp the detail on those leaves as well. You amaze me, I like that one. I like the fonts on these as well, because they're quite
beautiful.
funky, aren't they? They're a little bit different.
I love how there is I love the mix of a brush script or like kind of a script font, and then a sans serif, like a kind of more modern. But I love that gorgeous flowers, and it does have a touch of Oriental as well. If you wanted to take it to an Oriental.
As I say, you could, these are layered stamps, so you can use them as Hampton Art have created them. Or you could, like I've just done here, I've just done them on black, embossed in gold, just gone over with a white chalk ink actually, just to unpick that.
That is gorgeous. And it's just, I love that you have created those ones, but yet a very bright and cheerful, so you can go whichever way. Like, that's the beauty of
it is, and the butterfly one, the other one, which is the Beauty Within, I do believe it's called.
Yeah, that's...
I've used my pigment inks that, to stamp, no, I haven't actually. I've used archival, then I've used my pixie powders to colour it in. Just really, really pretty.
That's gorgeous.
Again, beauty lies within.
Yeah,
lovely sentiment.
No, I love that sentiment. If you want to go for these 2 stamp sets of gorgeous butterflies and the flower, the item number is 357015. The price £14.98 for both sets. You're getting 31 stamps in total. Remember, they are from Hampton Art, so there is a slight dispatched. Extended delivery on them, so it's like kind of, what are my words? Dispatch from the 29th of November. Now we have got another set here, but this one is, I love that if you want something more tropical, navy, a little bit more.
This is great for if you're doing scrapbooking as well. We've all been on holiday. We've got but we're not actually looking at that one. We're looking at the floral one, so I'll stick with this one for a second.
Yeah.
I was talking about the flamingos.
Yeah. Well, flamingos.
But we've got lots of florals in here as well. So that card there.
I love that.
So that stamp there, if I just hold that card there, I've used some of those elements to create the background of this card as well. Look.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love
There you
that.
go. Really nice, really pretty. And then obviously we've got the butterfly from the last one.
Yeah.
So they all mix and match beautifully. But yes, we have got that flamingo
Yeah,
one.
look at that. Look at
And your
that.
pineapples there. This is a little bit different. Look at the detail in there. So all you're doing is stamping and then adding the next stamp with the more detail. I mean, we'll go into it in a little bit more detail at demo area. And then you've got your flamingos. You've got his leg. You've got his leg there.
Well, because
so it isn't a legless flamingo. We do have a leg.
No, but it could be a flower stalk as well if you want to build like flowers,
Yes,
you know,
it could be.
stamp. But also the thing is that you can stamp obviously the stamp into different colors. That is why it has to be different stamps, so you can it's easily. Now the item number is 965-764, and you're getting 43 stamps in total. The price is £14.98. Now the next set of jewels in here, I just love the words and the images. Now that one you are getting. Now this one is just sentiments, isn't it?
Yeah, so you've got your sentiments on here. Now, you've got your florals as well.
All right, the florals,
yeah, we've got florals on this
Florals.
one. So again, you've got your stamping, your florals, your layerings there as well, so you can layer them up. But lots of sentiments in here. This is, as I say, their sentiments are really nice. Now, see the thank you at the top there. So you can use those two fonts together. Or you could use the thank, and then there's another U down the other there, and then you could mix and match them.
Oh, I see.
Because they don't actually come on one stamp.
So, and then you colour in like you've done before. Oh, that would be
so
quick.
you can kind of mix and match. Then you've also got your little banners there as well. So the congratulations will actually sit inside that banner, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Again, with your celebrate, you've got the blocked celebrate, or then you've got the open celebrate.
And then of course you have got the flowers. They are different from any other of the sets.
They are, yes. All of the sets that we're looking at, all the flowers are all different. So you've got different blossoms in there. You've got, not quite sure what that flower is. I'm thinking it looks a little bit like a dahlia.
Yeah, they do. I think it's a fantasy flower.
It is a fantasy flower,
Yeah,
but again, you can layer that up, use your colours, and a note of heartfelt. Thanks a bunch.
Yeah, it is so nice. And then I also kind of think, I love that there is a combination of outline as well as colouring in as there. Now, by the way, thanks to the wheel deal, this has got a freedom price, so it means that you are, you know, if you're a freedom member, it has got a bigger saving in here included, so £13.48 is what you're paying if you're a freedom member. If you're not, you still can get it for an amazing price of £14.98. The item number is 619544. And you're getting 36 stamps in total from Hampton Arts. Now, we have Mrs. and Mrs. in this one, and of course an alphabet. I do love that geometric heart in there.
This is very different, isn't it? It's very modern. You've got your Mr. and Mrs. and that heart, like you just said. It's different. You've got the thank you on that heart as well. Love that one. Happy couple. This is great for your wedding cards, wedding invitations.
I love that. It's really original, that circle with those kind of, it's like a bouquet.
With your
bouquet?
Yeah, with your bobbly.
Bouquet, like in photography, like it's soft.
Oh, is that what they call it? What is it? Sorry?
It's bouquet? Bouquet?
Bouquet?
A bouquet?
Bouquet?
Bouquet? It's B-O-K-E-H.
Oh.
So it's like the soft focus, that kind of energy.
Right.
So it's kind of really
Okay.
cool. Yeah, exactly that effect. So then you're
Lovely
going to figure out.
stamp.
Yeah,
Great
it
for
is.
creating a really nice background
Or
on that
if
one.
you like under the sea kind of images, and kind of that could be like a bubble and
bubbles.
there. Yeah, it's kind I live for your love. Oh,
Best day ever.
that's
Let love
amazing.
grow.
Yeah, they're really original sentiments in there. So there, and of course with the alphabet, you can then do a full, you know, whatever you want to.
This is really, really pretty. Actually, I love the font on these.
Yeah. I love the combination of the kind of more feminine and more masculine. So you could actually do lowercase with the, you know, like monograms and things like that as
so
well.
I created, if I just hold this up, using those fonts. So I've used a mixture of the capital letters and the smaller letters.
And of course you can personalize that date as well. So that is really lovely.
So it is really nice to have a stamp set like this where you can personalise them. And different fonts, because I don't know about you, you know, I've got quite a lot of stamps that have all got my alphabets, But then I tend to keep using the same ones, and every card starts looking very, very samey. So this is really nice. It's very different.
The item number is 697914. Of course, there is a Freedom member on this one as well. So there is £13.48 if you're a Freedom member. If not, it is £14.98 plus PNP. Of course, there is a slightly extended delivery, but of 12 days of this dispatch. But then we have got another one, which is this is kind of now going a little bit vintage and
I absolutely love this
is
one.
very you.
Yes, I had a lot of fun with it, and it was like, what can I do with it? Now, this is great for journaling. Because you can create some fantastic backgrounds. Maybe you've just been to France for a holiday for the summer. Maybe you're treating somebody to a hot air balloon for Christmas. Not a hot air balloon, but a ride in a hot air balloon. Maybe you just fancy a cup of tea. Look, you've got that old-fashioned. So this is a really nice mixture of stamps.
Yeah, I love that. And then, of course, for your art journaling and your kind of backgrounds, this would be fabulous. And but then you, of course, you have got like Hello Friends and there. Oh, I love these ones as well. In the second set that you're getting in here, look at the love and the Hello Queen. That's a good one.
I like that. I think I want that as a tattoo.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure where, but I really like that.
Okay, well, anyway, so you can have, that, inner stamp, so you can stamp it as many times onto paper in there. Explore, dream, believe, and I love those ones as well.
That stamp as well,
yeah,
the little stamp bit.
The postmark, it's all those different elements.
To say, what I did was, when I created the card with it, I didn't want to do a kind of a messy background. So what I've done is I've kind of used them and made sort of like tickets with them on that card.
And I love how you have used the best from a previous set, so everything mixes and matches.
Yeah, it does.
Don't be afraid of that. The item number is 555482. The price is £14.98. Of course, there is a Freedom price, £14.83, and of course includes P&P, so you have got even a further saving. Now we have got a final set in here that we are going to mention before we go back to demo, and now that is kind of cool. Well, all of them are very cool.
They are very cool, aren't they?
And that's the numbers that you were using before the sample that you made.
So on the heart that I created, I used the numbers from this set. I used the letters from the previous set, and then I also used, if I remember rightly, I've used the Mr. and Mrs. from another set, so a little bit of everything on there.
Sorry about that. That is lovely. I mean, how you can combine it with everything that you have got. So, obviously, if you go for more than one set in the show, everything will mix and match. The item number is 362732, and £9.99 is the price. Look to these goals, not
journaling.
yourself.
I'm just thinking in your journals.
In your journals and your diaries and things like that. Or create your own. Like, for instance, if you were you done the craft along and you want to make it into the book that you made into something like a to-do list as well, that would be amazing. And it's only £9.99 for 30 stamps that you're getting in total, and of course the numbers that you can create any date. As I said, the item number is 362732 and the price is £9.99. Now we have got inspiration coming out. I finished samples with a lot of inspiration using the items in the show. It's amazing. I love it. I love the cards that you have created. Now, shall we? We want to do something a little bit different this hour. We're going to craft,
didn't we? We've kind of just decided we are going to have a play.
We are. So I'm excited.
I know you've just picked up your favourite stamp. I love it when I work with Paola because you do kind of like I think she's telling me, use this stamp,
Yeah,
Nikki.
well, I'm kind of thinking here, it's just like I love every single one of stamp, but I kind of was really, you know, the last one that, well, one of the last ones that we saw, the Paris one, and they, you know, kind of thinking, the, you know, those like Grace, Dream, Jetem. Apologies for my French pronunciation, but you have got lots of, you know, different elements.
Yeah, and you've even got your florals in there as well,
exactly.
so you have got a bit of everything in there.
Look at that. And then, of course, you are getting as well the gorgeous partner stamp set as well included in that one. So you are getting, I love that hello. I mean, it's just such a gorgeous little hello, darling. You have tea with the Queen. No, apologies for that. Anyway, so can we see how they work with the
so,
one day special?
Right, so when you get your Stamp Perfect home, okay, you've obviously got the two sizes. This is the smallest one.
Yeah.
Now your magnets are going to be placed on the back, okay? They aren't going to have the tape on them.
Okay.
Yours are going to be just a magnet. Now there's several reasons why I've put the tape on. One is because if you put some tape on them, it's easier to grab them, rather than trying to get your fingers onto them and pick them up. And another thing is it helps you stop them from clicking together. Okay, now, one big thing I will say, be very, very careful because magnets are brittle and if they slam together, they are very strong and they may break.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. So I'm going to take a piece of card.
Okay, so can I grab my piece of
You
crafting
can-
along
you
today?
can craft
Completely.
along
I have got it
today.
here. And remember that in the one day special, not only you are getting the one stamp, you know, perfect precision tool that Nick is using, which is the 7 by 9, but also the 10 by 10, which is the one I'm using here. Okay.
Yes, so that one's, you know, I mean, I've noticed you've just gone straight into the corner.
I do.
Okay,
That's
I
okay.
tend to go in the middle.
Okay,
I don't know why. However, I'm going to go in the corner.
Oh.
So which stamp set do you want to use?
I don't know. I'm going to go for this
Right,
one.
okay, so I will go with the Explore, Believe and Dream. Okay.
Okay.
So when you get your stamp set perfect home, you're going to take it out of the box. As I say, put some tape around your magnets, and then work out where the main of your stamping. So if I was going to stamp just up there in that corner, so say for example, I'm going to pop that one there. I would move my magnets just around it because that helps it keep the paper in place. Now, also, we're using clear stamp, so we are keeping the rubber mat in. Okay, and then you're going to bring your
I know that is
top plate
you're
down.
putting the stamp with the detail facing down.
Yes,
right?
always facing down. Okay, so the same as you would if it was on acrylic block.
Okay, yep.
The nice thing is as well, you have got the grid on here, so if you want to level it up, because that was not level at all, I can level it up above. I'll just put it on upside down.
Because it has got a grid in here,
has,
and it's
yes.
edged on the outside, so it means that any ink that you would get into the acrylic, it won't get into the grooves.
No, exactly.
So that's a good.
And this is all cleanable. Okay, so you can wipe it down with a damp cloth if you start getting it inked up, because you will. If you're going to start creating backgrounds, and that's one of the reasons why I think I tend to go in the middle.
Yeah.
Because if I'm doing a little bit of work and I want to do off the page, so for example, you can actually stamp several different stamps at once as well.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'm going to try that. I'm going to go for that. Okay, so I'm going to stamp a little bit here. So I'm just going to do a background. Okay, so I'm just going to go round the edge with this one. Now, a good point is when you're using clear stamps for the very first time, give them a wipe over. Okay, I've just got a damp cloth here just to take any residue off.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to dry that with a paper towel.
Will that
Okay.
make it a stamp better?
That will make it stamp better because there seems to always be a little bit of a residue on clear stamps. However, you don't really need to worry about that, purely because we're using the Stamp Perfect. So I'm going to go in with an archival, and I'm just going to go in with black just to show you how beautifully this works. So because this is a brand new stamp, I know that I'm probably going to have to go in once or twice. However, look at that, isn't that beautiful? And then you can reposition it. Now if you've used quite a lot of ink, you can always take that off, and then you know then it's not going to mark your papers. So you could do a border around your stamp set. See where it's stamped there? That doesn't matter because my paper is not going to move. Okay. This is really pretty. Look at that dainty. How dainty is that? So because I want to do that border.
By the way, I have to tell you that we are incredibly busy. 15% of the stock of the one-day special has already gone. It is, you remember, you are getting both 2 of the Stamp Perfect positioning tools. You are getting the 10 by 10 inches by the 7 inches by 9 inches. So they are both really nice sizes to work with. I love to have, you know, 2 different sizes of a stamp, you know, tools, because it gives it's nice to have to if you're crafting along with somebody else as well, but you are also different projects, and if you are kind of like me, that you get like the table gets very busy and you don't find the space, having a larger one and a smaller one means that you always will find the right tool for the job.
Exactly, and as I say, if you go into your craft classes, it's always nice to have one that you've got in your bag. I know when I brought this to Hochanda a few months back, and a lot of people were purchasing them for the second time. I know my friend Sandra, she brought, actually I shouldn't say really, but it was a Christmas present for somebody. Okay, so for this price, it is really worth thinking that is an amazing Christmas present. You could even keep one yourself. Yeah,
indeed. You can look at the detail. Now, I stamp ones with VersaFine, which is my favorite black ink. Well, that one I'm hybrid. But look at the detail, and this
beautiful, isn't it?
One of the things I have noticed with this, with the stamp positioning tool, is that it kind of the lid is an acrylic, or you know, you have some give into
You've got give in there, and also it is clear as well, and clean. As I say, cleanable. There's nothing worse than having a product, and I like to use clean products.
Yeah. Now what I'm doing, I'm using the same piece of card, but I haven't moved the stamp. So this for a stamp for batch making.
Batch making
that would be
is perfect. So if you're doing wedding invitations, for example, all you need to do is so if you were doing wedding invitations, I would probably say go into the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, because that means that every time you change your paper, that stamp is going to be in exactly the same place.
Look at that.
So
of
what
course,
have you got? That's
now
really
I have to change the ink pad, so this is a much juicier and not as fine detail as it, but you can see
it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've learned over the years in stamping, doesn't it? On which type of ink you actually use. So for detailed stamps like this, like you said, your VersaFine is perfect.
Now, the Parisian stamps are approaching 20% of the stock already gone. Remember, you are getting both sets in there. You are getting 39 individual stamps in total, the Parisian and the vintage icons. Now, remember that it has got a freedom price only for the live hour, which means that you need to check out your baskets before the end of the hour to make the most of that extra saving if you are a freedom member. Freedom member from Hochanda. Now,
I'm going to pop a sentiment in here.
Okay. Now, what inks are you using? So
right,
you're
so I'm using archival inks.
Yeah, I'm using a VersaFine and hybrid black.
I'm going to go in with
and I'm just going to go in
colours. I'm just popping a sentiment on here. As I say, I'm just showing you just how easy it is to use. Okay. Now I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, right, the B needs a little bit more. This is where your Stamp Perfect is great with your sentiments, because I don't know about you, I struggle with my sentiments, especially if they're the smaller, thin sentiments. You can mess a card up instantly by finishing your card off, and then you stamp your sentiment and it doesn't quite stamp right. When you're using the Stamp Perfect, you can go back into there and stamp that like I've just done, and now I'm absolutely thrilled with the result of that.
The other thing I love about stamp positioning tools is, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Here, if we can, there. So basically, there is, if that was on an acrylic block, that mark would transfer. But if I open it up, sorry, I'm going to put it in down. So you can see it here. It hasn't transferred at all. At all.
And I find as well, like when you're using, so I'm using this really tiny kind of filigree stamp here. Okay, so I want this totally straight. Now, when you're using your acrylic block, it's very, very difficult to line it up. So I'm going to line that up, and I'm just going to check, and yes, that is perfectly straight. Okay, maybe not quite perfect. So I'm going to go in and just move that again, and that's perfect. And again, I can go in with my colour. Don't know what, we'll go in with this colour. I'm going quite vintagey with these colours. But I could create a border with this very easily by just going, if I wanted.
Love that. Sorry,
it's really nice,
that's
isn't
lovely.
it? And I'll tell you what, this one, I think I would struggle using a normal acrylic block. It's just a straight, pretty.
And of course, we haven't mentioned that it comes with measuring guides along the sides and the bottom. So it has got in inches as well as centimeters. The numbers are inches, the centimeters are just the marking. So you can use them both if you wanted to, which I think is very important when you are doing multiple at an angle as well. Things like that works really well. I'm just having a
look at that. I mean, that is just stamped absolutely
gorgeous.
Perfectly. I always find that when I'm using an acrylic block, I tend to put too much pressure on. Do you?
Yeah,
sort
exactly.
Of like, and especially sort of like sentiment. So what have I got in here? Enjoy. Okay, let's put this down here. Very tiny little sentiment.
Yeah.
Take that one off. Pop that one down. So I'm finding that using my stamp platform now, I'm using a lot of the sentiments that I probably would have put on a separate paper and then cut them out and then put it onto my card. Now I'm stamping onto my card a lot more because I know I'm going to get perfect stamping. So if I wasn't happy with that, which I am actually quite happy with it, go in again, stamp over it, and perfect.
Perfect. And then you don't get any over inking. So if you under ink, if you over ink, if you want to repeat patterns, if you want to do batch making like this, look, you can see here that I just created 2 identical pieces, you know, within minutes. And like we were talking here completely, and you can see how they are exactly the same size. And obviously,
so this one was done with the
Versified, so more clear.
Big difference, isn't it?
Yeah,
when
but
you're
then you know, both of them are depending on what you like,
and
this one
depends on what you're going for. Maybe if you're doing journaling, you've got lots of colour going on in there. You'd want the deeper colour. Yeah,
that is amazing. Remember, the one-day special is the amazing Hampton Hour 2 Stamp Perfect positioning tools, the 10x10 and the 7x9. Of course, it's £19.98. Remember that we are at the Wheel Deal event that's running through. So where we have got for this hour is the Receive Freedom discounts during this show. So it means that are only available to active Freedom members. You know, and you to qualify, you check out it must be completed at the end by the end of the show. You can save at least three products during this live show. Will have those amazing Freedom prices. So to make sure that you are getting it, remember to check out before the end of the hour, the end of the live show. And of course, we have got an amazing one-day special. Over 20% of the massive stock of the one-day special has sold out. I'm not surprised. They are, and it is an amazing tool. It is, you are getting 2 of them. You are getting the 10x10, which is that gorgeous ability to stamp repeatedly and always in the same place if you want it. Then you can move around it. It has got the grid on the top. It has got the magnetic base as well as that foam base. That means that the stamping will be perfect, whether it's an acrylic stamp, whether it's a photopolymer, whether it's a foam mounted rubber stamp, or it is a rubber stamp unmounted. So you are getting the 10x10 and the 7x9, which means that you are going to have a perfect, you know, partner for the smaller stamps. Maybe if you are working like me in a massive table, but you have got a tiny, you know, area to stamp. This is the one that I would reach most of the time. And of course, both of them come with magnets that will hold the paper or card, or even sometimes fabric. I have used fabric on my stamps with my stamp Perfect. And then, of course, you have got the other 2 magnets on the 10x10. It is an amazing saving. Look at that. You're saving £35. You're only paying £19.98 for 2 Stamp Perfect positioning tool in there. Now you have got both of them. Of course, it is from Hampton Arts, which are based in America. So that means that it is a slight extended delivery. The dispatch from the 29th of November. The item number is 152547. And remember, already, I believe over 20% of the stock has already gone. And it is amazing. It is just one of these tools that no matter how long have you been stamping, I had been stamping for about maybe 15 years before I got my stamp platform, and I kind of completely transformed my stamping. And by having the beautiful foam on the back, it means that the larger stamps as well will in the center will stamp perfectly. Both they have got a grade, so it means that you can line it properly with those measuring guides on the side and the bottom as well with that center positioning. It makes your stamping so much easier. As I said, you're getting both for £19.98. You are saving £35. Now we have got also a beautiful stamps from Hampton Arts. That's how Hampton Arts is one of their strengths. You know, the beautiful stamps, including those gorgeous flower happy layer butterfly, which has got 28 stamps in total. And remember, you have got the solid and the kind of intricate in there. Now these beautiful sentiments, may you always be brave enough to fly. That, you know, the solid that you can stamp, maybe you can do watercolor effects with those ones. Just use the outlines on their own. The solids, there are so many things you can do with the stamps. And their price is £14.98 for all 28 stamps in total. Now we have Nikki and myself, we have been using the Paris and the vintage, and which is proving incredibly popular, rapidly approaching 20% of the stock already has gone. Now 39 stamps in this bundle. You are getting that Parisian vintagely inspired, as well as shabby chic maybe sentiments, as well as those gorgeous words. And of course you have got a Freedom members price in this item as well. The £13.48 is all you're paying if you're a Freedom member, and of course that's courtesy of the deal. Now we have got a lot, you have got other items as well, so this is probably my favorite. I have to say, I do love the modern, the boldness of this one. Mr. and Mrs. Alphabet, and plus the alphabet, 67 stamps in total. And of course, that one also has got that Freedom members price, £13.48. I think it was the price. I don't quote me on that. And then of course we do. I just love this one. It's just so gorgeous. And we do have got another one with the Freedom prize, which is thanks to our, of course, the deal that we have got there, which is the gorgeous flower words and layering words, 36 stamps in total, with those gorgeous brush script words, as well as those gorgeous more fantasy flowers in there. £13.43, I believe that's the price. Now, but if you're not a Freedom member, of course you can still get them. You just pay a little bit more plus P&P.
Right, so as we said, there's lots of stamp sets on the show, okay? So I kind of thought, let's go with showing you how those layered stamps actually work and why they work so well with the stamp. Perfect. Okay, so we have got the butterfly layered stamps. So on here, mine are, probably haven't put them the right way actually. Let's put that the right way and then you can see what we've got. So you will notice you have got your little blossoms here. You've got some sentiments, but then you've also got the butterflies. Now the butterflies come in 4 layers. So you've got 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top. You've got the darker one, then the one which has got the darker outline, then one with some dark but a little bit less dark, and then you've got that real detailed one. What I love about them is, if I wanted, I could just use the light, the dark one here with the really detailed one here, or I could layer all 4 up. I'm going to go with all 4. Okay, so I can show you how they work. Now I'm just using some normal cardstock. Okay, and I think I'm going to go in and I'm going to use my oxide ink. So there's lots of different inks that you can actually use with these. So what we find is dye inks sometimes don't always work as well. However, Hampton Art do have their own dye inks which are varied in colours, okay? So they've got colours with them. We don't have them on the show, but I just wanted to point out that there are lots of other colours that you can put together yourself. So like the oxides, for example, if I'm going to go with pink. No, I tell you what, let's go with blue. Let's go with blue. So I've got Salty Ocean. I've got Mermaid Lagoon.
I do
and I'm going with my colours, so I can just hold that up. And then I've got broken china. So I've got 3 different shades of blue. So I've got my lighter shade, my darker shade, and then going in with that really nice deep mermaid lagoon blue there. Okay, so I'm going to use 3 different shades. And then what I think I'm going to go in with, I'm going to use a really dark archival, okay, for that really detailed area.
Yeah.
That's what I think I'm going to do. Might change my mind.
Oh, I do
because
that
I
all
have
the time.
had so much fun with this. So when I first got my layered stamps home, what I did was I had a bit of a play, okay? I found some different inks, which inks work better with different cardstock, because certain inks work better with your watercoloured cardstock, some work better with your smooth cardstock. So just have a play at home.
Yeah.
So, as I say, you've got, if I just hold that again, you have got your 4 shades.
Yeah.
Now, there's various different ways of doing it. Now, on various videos I've watched, they actually go in with the more detailed, and then they start with the darker to the lighter to the lighter, then the lightest colour. I like to work the other way round. I don't know whether that's just me because I'm
that's up to
different,
you.
but you have a go at home and just work which works best for you. So I'm going to go in with my lightest blue first, okay? So I'm going to make sure my butterfly is stamped, laid
Down.
facing down.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the lightest colour. So I'm looking, and I think broken china is the lightest colour. Might not be, but it doesn't really matter because this is a butterfly and it can be whatever you
it's a
it can be
fantasy
whatever you
butterfly,
like.
yeah.
Now, if you don't get a perfect impression first time, again, using your Stamp Perfect, you know that you can go in again, okay? So a lot of people will press down and make sure they've covered it all. Some people will rub over it. Again, it's completely up to you
Oh, I
how you
love
use it.
that.
Now, I actually like that effect. I know if I wanted, I could go in again and layer that up, but I actually quite like that effect, okay? So I'm going to stick with that effect. And I'm going to pop that down. So the next layered one is this one, which is right above that one. And then I'm just going to lay that on top, okay? And you just have to excuse me because I do have to get right in there just to make sure that, that is over there. But again, it's only a piece of paper. If you do make a mistake, it doesn't matter because you can just do another one. Okay, so it's all to do with practice first. I would do 2 or 3 first and really get the hang of your colours. Now, obviously, I'm using all blues. However, you could put a pink on top of this, then you could go in with purple. It's completely up to you how you create your butterfly. Okay, so there I've got that colour on. So now you can see how those colours are layering up. I'm then going to go in with my next detailed one. Pop my lid on there. So this is the next one. Now you can miss this one out if you want. You don't have to have this one on. Again, have a play with them. But they are really, really fun to use. So I'm going in and I'm not quite happy with that, so I'm just going to move that down slightly.
Yeah. Oh, I love how it's so easy to kind of repeat
Just
the same
repeat,
thing. Yeah.
exactly. So I now know that that's in position, and I'm going to go in with my Blue Lagoon, which, if my memory serves me right, is a darker blue. Okay. And
You
then
know
I'm
what?
going to bring that down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there you can see. Can you see that darker?
Yeah,
there?
you can
If I
see
hold
it
that
there.
up.
Yeah. Just I think,
Okay,
I
you
think
can see it there.
it just brings a little bit of more
does.
teal, more yellow into it, and of course that. And
So
then,
as I say, this is great if you want to use lots of different colours and have a really bright butterfly. And then you're going to go in with this one. So I'm just having to go over just to make sure that's over there correctly. So as I say, you may find that you'd rather go in with a detailed stamp first. Again, completely up to you. Now I've got a choice because I've got this colour, or I could go in with a teal colour. I think I'm going to go in with this one because I think this is darker. However, if I go in with it and it isn't dark enough,
you can go a second time.
I can go in a second time with a slightly darker colour. So you can't really make a mistake because you're going to go in again. And I'm happy with that. So if I lift that up now,
So you
Okay, it's layered all those colours up. Perhaps didn't quite choose the right. I should have maybe gone in with pinks, but you can see all those
it
4
does.
different colours there.
Yeah, but well, basically it shows how the different layers can work together, and if
Exactly.
even if you wanted just 2 layers,
But
would
if you
work
just
well.
wanted to do some watercolouring, and you just wanted to go in, we'll stick with the blue. Okay, so I'll show you how detailed. If you could just go in with the detailed one, like that, and you could watercolour that in. So it's completely up to you how you use that stamp.
A quarter of the one day special has already gone. Remember that you are getting both Stamp Perfect positioning tools. You are getting a 10 by 10 inches and the 7 by 9 inches in there. £19.98 is all you're paying for both of them. You're saving £35. It is an amazing deal. We are incredibly busy for the one day special. Of course, it means that, you know, we do, you know, if you want to secure yours, if you want your Stamp Perfect positioner, we do have got a lot of, you know, we had but a lot of stock, but already a quarter is already gone, and we are not even at the end of the first hour. Now there are other techniques we can do with this.
We can.
Yeah. So do you want to show us a couple, or?
Right, I'll just clean
Yeah,
my hands.
of course.
I've got, just move in there.
Oh.
Right, so
Okay.
I'm just going to pop these down there
Okay.
on my stamp. Pop
I
that
don't know.
away.
I do like this
Okay, so you can create random backgrounds. You can create beautiful designs with it. So let me just grab some cards.
I want to do like
go on, you have a go.
know, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
have
play.
a little go in here. I'm gonna go in with this one. Can you? So to do the, because I kind of, for me, the stamp position tools are so good for creating
in corners.
corners.
So if you want to put that heart in each corner, you've got your stamp platform. You know it's going to go in exactly right.
Oh well,
That's a brand new stamp, isn't it? Shall I just?
No, yeah, and also I have
Is
got
it
a
all
very
right?
glossy
Oh.
paper, so I'm just
Okay.
gonna go in there here. Just check before I ink it. Put these stamps, the magnets as close as possible, and then gonna go in. Now, of course, it
Beautiful
lays
stamp.
flat as well, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. So as I say, I've got my distress inks and my oxides behind mine, but yours obviously lays flat.
Oh, look
That
at
is
that.
perfect stamping.
Yeah. Oh,
Right, now if you was going to do that with your acrylic block,
yeah. Yes.
you would have to be really thinking about it now, wouldn't you?
Whenever I
But
wish.
all you've done is, what Paola's done, is turned the cardstock around.
Yeah.
The stamp has not moved from the platform. You've placed your cardstock in exactly the same place.
And that doesn't transfer, which is one of the problems that a lot
Yes.
of crafters do have it.
And then you have perfectly stamped heart
Yeah.
in each corner.
Oh, aren't we the romantic types, aren't we?
You're going to be romantic today, are you?
Yeah, well, just for a
With
little
all
bit.
your hearts.
Yeah, look at that. I just love this one as well. Of course, good colour in. And look at that. How quickly and easily it is to pattern build.
It is, exactly. And that's something that I know a lot of stampers kind of shy away from, really, when they're stamping, because it is quite difficult. Yes, you can use your grids, you can use your acrylic blocks with your grids on, but that just took seconds.
Yeah, it did.
Absolute seconds.
And then, of course, you can then stamp the sentiment in the centre.
In the centre, yeah. So you know you can... Oh, where are you going to go with that?
I don't know. I don't know. Never know where I'm going. I don't know.
But you know, when you pull that down,
Yeah.
if you pull your grid down now, you're going to see whether or not that's straight or not,
Yeah.
because you've got your grid here as well as a
yeah,
guide.
That's a really cool point. That's best day ever, which was like yesterday and today, the best days ever for me.
Yes, you did have a really nice day
I
yesterday,
did. I
didn't
had the
you?
most amazing. You know, thank you for everybody who has sent me
Every
wishes.
day's amazing here,
It
isn't
is.
it?
It
Let's
is.
face it.
It's just
So again, a great thing with using the stamp, that hasn't stamped quite enough. You want it a little bit darker. So now Paola's gone in again, and look at that. Absolutely perfect. That's what I said to you. It's
Yeah,
a perfect
it's
name
perfect.
for a perfect tool, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. It's a Stamp Perfect positioning tool. It is absolutely amazing. Do you have any other top tips or top
Right,
tips?
so again, going on what you just did there, say, for example, I wanted to create a border. Now, I'm being really daring with this because this is the smallest, really prettiest. So if I want to make a border with it, I would struggle. I really know I would struggle. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down here because I know if I want to go around the corner. So I'm going to pop that down there. Then I'm going to lay that down first. That gives me a rough guide, okay? And then when I pop it down, again, I can see that is basically perfectly straight. So I can go in there with a very thin, and look at that thin line. It's very delicate. And again, that's something that when I'm using my acrylic blocks, I tend to put too much pressure on.
Yeah. You have got the magnet.
Okay. Oh, that's why it wasn't quite shutting. But it
I
didn't
could
stop
see
it.
it because of the shadow.
Didn't stop it. There you go. Look at that perfect stamping. Now, I always have a cloth ready because to make sure that goes around the corner correctly, I'm going to pop that there and I can create a beautiful corner. And again, would I want to do that by hand?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Okay, so if it isn't quite straight, my grid is going to tell me, Nikki, that isn't straight. Now, I can see that is near perfect. I'm going to say near perfect because I can't quite see because of the glare of the light above me.
Yeah, probably not most people have got not as bright lights as their studio lights.
But just look at
Look
that.
at that.
You
That
can come
gorgeous.
down, you could create a line all the way down there.
That's brilliant.
So easy, and it is so quick, and as I say, it is perfect stamping every time because you're not going to, if you ink and you're putting a sentiment down and you haven't quite put enough pressure and you think, oh, I've just missed that E on the end, to go back in with an acrylic block to get that correct.
It's just very difficult.
I don't think.
And I find out
You would
also
do it.
with stamp positioning it gives you the ability to do other techniques or different techniques that you may have been afraid in the past to try. You know, like kind of a stamping with a distress ink and then stamping on top of it and then split some water to have the bleed out.
Yes, you can do lots of different techniques on it as well. I mean, you've got the grid here as well that you could use as a board as well, so it's all washable.
Oh, that's amazing. You know, this is the amazing one-day special, but of course we have got an amazing the deal wheel has given us freedom prices during this hour. You know, 3 sets of the. So now here's a reminder of some of the freedom prices that we have got on some of these stamp sets. Now here we have got the very busy Parisian and vintage icons, 39 stamps in total. 20% of the stock has already gone with those gorgeous images, very shabby chic in here. £13.48 is the freedom price in there. Of course, you can still get it if you're not freedom member as well. Then we have got as well Mr. and Mrs., which is one of my favorites because it has got that gorgeous geometric heart as well as soft glitter circle as well as the wood cut grain with the heart in there. And of course, you have got the full alphabet that you can use for monograms and spell any names that is slightly different, or kind of dates and or art journaling as well. You have got both sets are for £13.48 if you're a freedom member. If not, it's £14.98 plus P&P. And of course, there is one more freedom prize on one of the bundles, which is a gorgeous script sentiment. It is the flower words and layering words, so they have got the outlines and the solids, so you can mix and match, and those gorgeous flowers as well with the leaves, so you can have this beautiful sentiments and beautiful florals for £13.48 if you are a freedom member. Now we are talking about an amazing one-day special, and I think is, you know, now that it's for Christmas as well, before, you know, kind of thinking this is a perfect present.
It is. The stamp perfect is a perfect Christmas present.
It is.
Perfect in every way because there's lots of crafters out there that maybe haven't done a lot of stamping or maybe don't do stamping. They use kits or they do journal. You know, maybe they just do a different type. Maybe they knit or sew. But they kind of say, oh, I can't stamp. I couldn't do that. There's no way I can stamp properly. A lady I met in Birmingham at the NEC a few years ago, bless her little heart, she bought all these stamps but couldn't use an acrylic block. She had a lot of dexterity problems and she just could not grip the acrylic block.
But with this.
But something like this is perfect for that crafter that does have dexterity
And remember,
problems.
you are getting 2 of them for £19.98. You are saving £35, and this is one-day special, which means that the deal lasts until tomorrow at 6 p.m. But however, the stock are until stocks last, which means approaching 30% of the stock has already gone, and we are not even at the end of the first hour to see that. So if you want to secure yours, if you want it for yourself, if you are a member of a crafting group, if you want something, you know, for basically it works out under 10 each, because obviously it's £19.98 for 2. So perfect for Secret Santas if you have
that
got,
would be
you
a
know,
good idea. Never thought of that.
and don't be afraid, because even that I have got other stamping, you know, sizes and things like that, I would still want to have this one.
This one is really light compared to some
Yeah,
that are on the
it
market
is.
as well.
It
Have you
is.
noticed that? You have got the rubber mat on the back as well, so it isn't going to, if you like me, I always have my glass mat in front of me. It isn't going to move around. It's lightweight. You're going to put it in your bag if you're going to classes or workshops.
It comes with the magnets, of course, that holds the paper. It will work with clear, acrylic, photopolymer, foam-mounted rubber stamps, as well as unmounted rubber stamps. That foam black, it will give you an incredibly crisp image stamping, and of course that repeated stamping with the measuring guides on the side and the bottom, making sure that repeated stamping is not a problem. I do love, you know, the Stamp Perfect, because it gives me a great impression with it. You know, like repeat, like borders as well, like you were doing.
Yeah, and the corners that you just created so quickly.
Yeah,
it was like wham, bam. All you needed to do was move around that cardstock.
Especially if you have texture card, ribbons as well, kind of fabric, kind of the magnets hold it nice and taut. Now, if you want to secure your one-day special, remember to check out your baskets, and also make sure they offer the freedom prices as well. Nikki, you're back at 8, right?
I am back at 8, and I'll see you soon.
And now I'm going to join Fiona for Good Evening Hochanda. I hope Nikki will join us as well to that. Then after the Hampton Art one-day special comes back with Nikki, and then we have got John Lowood as well later on.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for free using our app on Roku? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Roku streaming player or Roku TV accesses the Roku channel store to add new channels. By downloading the Hochanda channel, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Turn on your TV and connect your Roku device. Next, turn the power on and press the home button on your Roku remote. Scroll up or down to select Settings. Select your network and select Setup Connection. Roku uses a wireless connection, so select your router name and add your password. This should be on the side or the bottom of your router. If this is the first time using Roku, then you'll need to set up an account on the device or by going to the Roku website. That's it. Now it's time to add the Hochanda app. Simply press the home button on the Roku remote. Scroll up or down using the arrows on your remote to select streaming channels. Then open the channel store. At the top of the channel store, you'll find a list of featured, new and popular categories to explore. Enter Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. Now simply select Add Channel. When you see the added channel screen, press OK and return to the home page. Now scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the star button on your remote. You can then use the arrow buttons to move Hochanda to the top of the screen for quick and easy access. And that's it. You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty. Did you say you wanted 24 hours of crafting on your TV? OK then. Calling all Freeview viewers from the 2nd of October, that's exactly what you've got.
Very good evening here on Hochanda. Myself and Paola will be presenting the next hour. We've got some fantastic sunset specials, so make sure you stay tuned if you want to catch a bargain, and we'll be meeting some guests along the way.
We do have a deal wheel even for the Good Evening Hochanda, which means that I'm gonna, give it a spin and see where it lands and what the deal is for this hour. Let's see, Freedom Designer. Ooh, I have got a thing for freedom discount, so it means that some items on this show will have 3 items will have the freedom discount. There you have it. You have got only available during to active freedom members. Of course, to qualify, you must check out before the end of the show or within 15 minutes of the end of the show. Discounts will only apply during the live show, so not during repeats or rewind. And for full terms and conditions, do visit the website. Now, let's start with the deal of the day. Look at the deal of the day.
I've got a favourite.
Oh, well, I just,
I like the
you know what?
turquoise.
I do like, some of them look like gorgeous Indian. It's so 100% silk.
I know, isn't that beautiful? They do look like sari silk, don't they? Especially with some of the patterns on there. We've got some plain, although it says plain, but some of them have kind of got that sort of tie-dye sort of feel to them and a bit of embroidery on them. And then some of them are plain as well.
Yeah, so you can choose whether you want plain or pattern, so you are getting 5 of them. They are 88.5 centimeters by 88.5. Look at that one. That one probably
That's
is pattern.
very pretty.
But you are getting 100% silk scarves for £10. Remember, it's your choice of pattern or plain. Gorgeous.
Look at that. These are gorgeous, these patterned ones, aren't they?
And then I'm going to go for a plain
Oh, that
one.
looks good on you, yeah. That's kind of got a gold sheen to it,
Yeah,
like two-tone.
It does.
I love that there's little bits of embroidery on it as well,
Yeah, this is what
Paola.
it made me think of the sari.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just like gorgeous. Yeah, so if you are like something like me that are afraid of wearing much color in the, in my general clothing, but I like a little bit of pop color. This is perfect for, just adding that gorgeous silk effect. Of course, it's super soft and it has got that luxurious feel to it. Gorgeous. And that shame, it's absolutely amazing. Also, I love the, I just think that would make a lovely for covers, like for covers for art journals and things like that, to cut a bit pieces and putting them with Mod Podge or things like that to create backgrounds.
Sometimes some people are gifting kind of toiletries and stuff like that. They just put them all in the scarf, bundle them all up.
Fabulous idea.
And then someone's got a lovely functional scarf and then beautiful toiletries as well.
That is, you're getting 5 of them, so for £10. So basically, it works out at £2.50 each.
Amazing for silk.
No, sorry, not even less than that.
Yeah,
£2. So of course, for gift wrapping is
just
perfect.
bundle it all in, some lovely soaps or any kind of toiletries or makeup, and then you just tie it all up in a lovely knot.
Well,
Beautiful.
now that you mentioned that, it's kind of a perfect, very eco-friendly system
Eco-friendly way of using your sellotape
and of course, and
paper.
You can then use it for time and time again.
Absolutely.
Of course, you are getting, and this is the deal of the day, which means that it's going to end the deal at I think it's tomorrow at 8. Yep, 7 o'clock. When is the launch of the brand new deal of the day?
Absolutely.
Remember, it's your choice, whichever you want to go for plain or pattern. And there you have it. The item number is 078457, and you're only paying £10 plus PNP. You're saving £15. Amazing. But there are other items on the show, of course, on the show. So there we have them. Of course, if you want to make the most of the deals in the show, do make sure that you check out before the end of the hour, because some of the sunset deals, of course, they will end at the end of the hour, which means that like if you want to make the most of the savings in that. But you look at those ones we have coming up: rubber stamps, MDF shapes, fabrics as well. We have got dyes, we have got a beautiful card as well from Pink Frog. So we have got so much in there. And talking about sunset specials, let's start with them.
Absolutely. Now, some grand shapeabilities. I don't think I've ever seen anything so big.
No, no. Now this one we are you haven't worked with me again for a while, so you know. This is this is the jewel goddess. So I was researching this one, and that makes the most amazing shape of, you know, like it's inspired by the goddesses, the Venus of I think it's Dusseldorf. It's a very prehistoric Venus. Yeah, that's what it was. And it's the body shape of a woman. So then you can make it into body forms. You can dress it up. You can make it, you know, out of fabric. But the size of it is
huge.
Nice
now it says you should use it with the grand colours. So do we need a large die cutting machine for this?
For this one, if you put it into, like, if you wanted to, like, usually I recommend to die cut it going through, so the machining comes like this, so you put it like that. So you do, so you kind of, a regular standard die cutting machine like an A5 will work on here.
Right.
But you have got as well, here you have got this cut line as well as the emboss, and of course you have got those hearts that really beautiful detail in there. But not only you are getting that grand dies, you are also having in this bundle these ones which are flower dies as well that you are getting in here. Look at the tiny ones, look at the medium sizes, and fleur-de-lis.
Yes, absolutely. 3 of those, again, going from large down to small. So this is a great collection of dies in terms of that price point, Paula. So we've got the Freedom discount, and you just did a fantastic spin of the wheel deal there.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the saving, £38.54. You know, but if you are Freedom, you are Freedom member, you have got even, look, £10.73 for beautiful spell binders. And this is a deal wheel.
Yes.
So it is rather good.
Bargain. So with that deal wheel, that makes it £10.73 if you're a Freedom Club member existing. All right. So yeah, absolutely. That's a bargain, isn't it?
It is, and of course, this is spellbinders, beautiful quality.
Great quality.
The Hampton number is 941076. And if you're not a Freedom member,
still a bargain. Yeah, you're still saying £38.54.
It is.
So it's still a win-win anyway.
It is, indeed. Now, next item. Now this one. These ones will work amazing with the one-day special, which is the stamp positioning tool. But look at that. It's Hero Arts, which is an amazing company. I think it celebrates something like 30, 40 years of being in business. Yeah, this year. It is one of the biggest names in rubber stamps for a long time. Based in America. And they do always a quality, timeless style that does not, doesn't go ever out of the style. Now, you have got the red rubber on the back, but of course you have got the printed, and this is what I love about this one. Now, this one will cling onto your stamp position tool. It will cling onto an acrylic block, but also by having it printed, you know exactly more or less where everything is.
Yes, you can see what the stamp actually is and positioning. And
so you have got a gorgeous thinking of it. So now here, for instance, we're thinking with this stamp positioning tool, you kind of can use, say, for instance, this one I kind of ink with reds, and then that rest with blues. There is so much, but you not only are getting that gorgeous one, you are also getting the cupcake.
That's so cute, isn't it?
It is.
Isn't that lovely? Could do some great backgrounds with that, couldn't you?
And look at the price, £9.60 for clean foam mounted. Hero Arts is amazing stamps, and look at the saving. It's
massive saving. Saving £26, sorry, 45 pence. What would that be? Do you get the Freedom discount on that one as well?
No,
not that one, because it's only certain items.
It's just
right, okay, I beg your pardon. 805171. How about some lovely wool?
This is alpaca.
I know.
Oh, it's really
super soft.
Yep. We do have queues on the phone, so if you just jump onto the website if you want to avoid the queues. We are very, very busy tonight.
So that's kind of already, can you see how it's already sort of almost like knitted anyway? Yeah, is that new? I've not seen that before, Paula. I suppose would that give a really super chunky knit feel?
I would imagine. Sorry, I'm not a very...
I'm not a big knitter, but I'm fascinated by it. Yeah.
This is 60% alpaca, 40% wool. So it is warm, it is soft, it is warm.
So soft.
And that colour is gorgeous.
Isn't it? It's a beautiful autumnal colour. If you mix that with sort of the chocolate colours or the autumnal colours that are around at the moment.
With your top looks amazing as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We do have Freedom on this one.
Oh, nice. So we get an extra discount because of the spin the wheel deal this hour. What would that be?
So we have got £17
Nice.
and 73 pence.
Fantastic.
You're saving £29.
Great.
Yeah, we
Amazing.
are very busy for this one.
And you're getting
We
6 of those.
Yeah, 6 of them.
6 of those schemes, yeah.
That's
Brilliant.
really lovely.
530498. That's Sobership's Touch of Vision, because this is super soft. Can't stop
Yes.
stroking it.
This alpaca gives you the
Yeah.
softness and still the warmth in there as well.
Gorgeous.
So
Keep stroking that.
yeah, but now we have got a gorgeous fabric.
Yes, we have ditzy. I think this has got like a ditzy floral to it. Pretty in the red and the pink and the purple. Do you have a favourite there, Paola?
I probably tend to go for red.
Ah, yes, it suits your colouring, yeah.
Kind of is, but where would you be your favourite?
I like my purples and my blues. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the pinks. I can think of that one for a lot of other people.
Yes, Nikki
but
would definitely
yes,
be
she'd be the
pink.
pink, wouldn't she? Well, I'll go for the purples.
But
There
you
you
don't
go.
have to choose at home because you are getting all 3 of them, 100% cotton. And shall we open them up?
Yes, so let's have an idea of the size there, Paola, because it is big. It's 110 by 112, so that's a fair old size, isn't it?
It is, and it's a beautiful 100% cotton. It has got a lovely feel to it. I would say it's a mid-weight,
medium cotton
medium,
weight,
yeah. So
yeah,
it's
definitely.
Not, over a third of the stone has already
Wow.
got. These would be lovely for, well, obviously quilting and
That's what I was
patchwork.
thinking, quilting,
But
yeah.
also like for the lining of bags.
Yeah, or the back of your cushion.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, the inside of lining would be beautiful. And I think with the patchwork it works so well because they're all the same pretty patterns but the different colours. I think worked in unison together, that'd be so striking.
Lovely.
Beautiful.
I remember you're getting all 3 of them. £11 and 97 pence is all you're paying for the perfect occasion set of 3 100% cotton fabrics in there. The number is 333015.
Lovely.
Now
very festive in keeping. I know a lot of crafters you've probably already crafted, but if you want to get everybody involved, you want to have some fun and let's get designing and have some home crafting right now. This is perfect, isn't it?
This is perfect for the kids.
Absolutely.
This is perfect to
Great
create
fun.
memories for Christmas ornaments.
Yes,
like
lovely.
I would think about my niece is 7 years old, and I just spent some time with in Spain with my parents. She loves
You've just come
crafting.
back, haven't you?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Oh, that was lovely to see them all.
It was absolutely lovely. And the one thing is, like, she loves crafting. My mother loves crafting. I obviously love crafting. This would be made crafting like 3 generations
together.
What about doing, because you're getting 30 assorted MDF Christmas bubbles, bells, bubbles, stocking, trees and stars.
5 of each. I'm thinking you could actually, because they're working at 33 pence each, but a lovely garland, like bunting, going across the fireplace,
and you could
in
do
the
like
wall.
wishes as well
Yes,
in there,
little
like
photos on each of
yeah.
them, gifting them rather than cards, because then next year they can use them.
Oh, you could, because they are not too
Tags.
you could put those ones into a card.
Yes.
So you can kind of like the repositionable adhesive. So you
Yeah.
can attach it to the card and then say in the card, then put it on your tree.
Beautiful. Could be a little tag with a little Christmas wish for them or something.
Or it could
on
be
there.
gift tags instead of having paper gift tags.
exactly.
And then you have got something then year after year you can hang on your Christmas tree.
Yeah.
There's so much you can do. And all you're paying is £9 and 99 pence
Bargain.
for 30 assorted MDF Christmas bubbles. I don't know, it's 541 and 600.
Love those a lot. As the next set.
Yes.
Ooh.
Now, this is one of my favorite items that we have got in the show because it's a 7x7 oyster pearl. You are getting 300 GSM card, folded card, 7x7, plus envelopes, 120 GSM, the envelopes. But that have got that gorgeous white pearlescent pearl in there.
Beautiful,
now,
aren't they?
This one is double-sided. The pearl is both on the outside and on the inside. So sometimes they do have got certain card will have the pearlescent on one side and the plate. Now this is perfect for weddings. It's perfect for Christmas cards that
Luxurious
you have got
cards.
luxurious. It does have an extraordinary feel to them, and of course you are getting also the matching size envelopes with that gorgeous oyster pearl finish, which has got that pearlescent. Can you see there the
You can see that shimmer and shine. If that's going to come through the door, you think, oh yeah, that's going to be a luxurious piece, isn't it?
And
Something
of course,
nice.
It's 7x7 inches, which means that you have got a really nice size in there to create, backgrounds. You can create a lot of different things. It works out. Look at the price: $9.99 for 50 cards, 50 envelopes, 100 pieces in total. It works out at 10 pence
pence.
per card and 10 pence per envelope. That is absolutely
gorgeous.
amazing. The item number is 302105.
Fantastic. Great for a stash builder, that. Even if you're not using them right now, you'll come to want to need those.
Exactly.
So
Oh, definitely.
this price point
definitely.
till the last of the end of the hour.
And cardstock is also something that we always need.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Right, some lovely deep set edge stamps now.
These ones are for Heartfelt Creations, and it's an amazing company based in the USA. Our Nikki brings them as well. And look at the gorgeous. Now they are cling foam, cling foam mounted as well. So you kind of remove the backing, and then it will attach itself to an acrylic block or a stamp positioning tool. People have been jumping ahead for these ones, and I'm not so surprised.
They're huge though as well, and the amount, that deep etched rubber, you get that lovely detail, don't you? Look at the size of these.
Approaching, I believe, a quarter of the stock has already gone. Now, the Heartfelt Creations, everybody knows the quality. You are getting 8 stamps in total for just £12. The quality of Heartfelt is renowned for the deeply etched, the artwork that does, it's just that very beautiful layer,
pretty.
romantic style that, time and time again you can use it. Layer. Imagine stamping and colouring in. This is, for £12, it's really lovely.
8 stamps.
Yep. You're
Fabulous.
saving £33 on 51 pence. The item number is 851211. Now we have talked about perfect occasions.
Organza. I was thinking Rowan Dean.
Of course.
With gosh, you'd be here forever with your lovely embroidery, tearing little bits off.
That would be lovely.
Beautiful.
Or also, if you like pantomimes, like somebody.
Bit of twirl.
Yeah, a bit of twirl.
You should see my fairy costume.
Oh. When is it? When are you?
So we open, we've got school shows the 18th and 19th, and then it's open to the public on the 20th, and we run to New Year's Eve.
Oh.
It's amazing. The skirt is just pure, I shouldn't say this, but it's just pure white fairy, and it goes out.
Oh,
I've only been a good fairy once.
yeah. So where do you find more about that?
Oh, this is good. I didn't prime her to do this, did I? You're so good, you and Yanis, honestly. So we're going to be at the Marsden Mechanics, that's in Huddersfield, from the 20th to the 24th, and then on the 27th we open at the Viaduct Theatre in Halifax, which is right there in Dean Clough, and that runs
you
till
will
New
be
Year's
able to
Eve.
see Fiona and Scott as well.
Yeah, Scott was opening up the Huddersfield Lights last night, dressed as one of the Ugly Sisters. I don't know if you've seen that photo yet. It's not pretty, is it, Paola?
It is wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. But talking about panto, it is.
We digress.
If you want to create your own panto costume, this is a perfect item for here. Now there are assorted colors, so it means that you might not get exactly the colors that one color may be different slightly or two of them, but you are getting 10 pieces in total, 1 meter by 1.5 meters. Now, it's all knotted together,
yes,
so
so,
kind
I
of
mean,
not
look,
in, but you can see the
if I
amount
just open that
of
out.
fabric. You are look at that, and it's just
It's lovely when you mix media projects and stuff.
Look at that.
Ooh,
This
you
is
look like
kind
some
of, I don't know,
Oriental
it's Halloween,
spice lady.
kind of, but it's like,
They're very mysterious.
oh, look
Isn't
at
that
that.
beautiful, these colours. So is it a pick and mix? So we get a metre of each, 10 pieces, or sorted
you're getting
colours?
10 pieces of assorted. Now, I'm going to say with organza, I do like it to, as again, mixed media projects.
Yeah.
Just if you're not like me, that, you know how to sew a little bit, but you're not really so creative, but you like texture, you like to add those layers. This is a perfect bundle to go for because for £15 you are getting basically you are getting 10 meters of these gorgeous different colors, and you're gonna be able to layer things, it's perfect to die cut as well, and then you fray, but that's just
part
gorgeous.
of the interest.
Part of that texture that you want into your mixed media projects.
Gorgeous. 772 862 and £15. Now, if you've been seeing everybody taking advantage of the Freedom Club discount from the Spin the Wheel and our lovely Paola, then how do you become a Freedom Club member? Let's find out from Alex.
Hello everyone. I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you will benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And you know the best bit? You can cancel any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you will also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom member discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings on behind the scenes. Just look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 10,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being a part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm now going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
It's lovely because you have the special offers, don't you, that give you a nice discount off, sometimes up to 20%. I don't have to worry about the postage. I can spend a £5 on something that I've seen as and when I've seen it, or I can spend 20 or 30 or 50 pounds, it doesn't matter.
I get special offers, I get special discounts, they tell me when everything's happening, so if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there.
Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see, you could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no ongoing monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website quoting the item number 88888. So don't forget, you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and a members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
So we've got some all-stars today. We've just been talking cheese,
We
haven't
have,
we? Because it was amazing. The big cheese company was on.
Oh, it was amazing. Everybody was talking about it.
It was
in
flying
the
off the
series,
shelves,
yeah,
wasn't it?
it was indeed. As you know, we had an amazing show. Well, you did.
I know. I did with Mandy.
amazing.
From what's the company called? I always forget. What was it called?
It was Frankie and Sydney.
That's it, Frankie. And Sydney, yes, is it on the screen, Fiona? There's the clue. Anyway, Mandy was the lady from Barnsley, and this was the Nordic Gnomes kit that you love because you could make these into your little Christmas gnomes to hang off the Christmas tree. She'd done some and sewn some sequins on them. And this kit can make 4 Nordic gnomes. And inside the kit, Paola, I don't know if you saw this, you had everything you need to get you started. Let me see, or does it slide out this way? See, I can't even get in the box, Fiona.
What?
What am I doing wrong?
I
see. This is why I don't.
I think this one is not
Oh,
open.
I see. Is that
that's,
right. Okay,
yeah,
well done.
yeah.
In it, you get, let me tell you, you get the foam, you get all of the different wools, which is that special kind of... I've gone completely blank this evening. That special wool.
Well, there we have got... If we have...
There we go. There's the picture. But the wool is that special wool.
I don't know. Soft.
Merino? Is it merino wool? Yeah. Natural wools is to make the little body. And then you can make 4 of the gnomes, and you get the needles as well. And everything. And then full colour photographic instructions. And that's locally sourced there in Yorkshire. So step-by-step guide, you can make 4 of those gnomes, and they're so cute. And she gives a step-by-step guide, Mandy did, in the 4 o'clock show of how to do this 1999 204 647. It was proved so popular.
It is. And you have got everything that you need basically to do.
You can get you started. So it was a lovely gift idea. Sorry, that was me trying to tear it over so I could show you inside.
I love the idea that you have got here something kind of really nice as a Christmas present maybe, because that is festive, yes, but it's kind of gnomes I think are for all year round, and and also like there are dark nights and now winter. Well, it's not winter, but it's autumn.
Yeah.
It still is dark nights, so you kind of lovely thing. It is the most tactile of.
I know, you
items.
can't stop stroking. Some of them she'd plaited the beards, some of them she'd give them little moustaches, because you could get some extra wool kits, the naturals, the pastels and the vibrants. And then of course once you've got your kit with the design, you can just make more. And she was making angels with us, and she was just using the kind of floristry wire. And she said she took up the hobby because they go on holiday in caravans, and the husband said, well, you're not taking sewing machines and sewing with you, and you don't need much, you just need a little table and away you go, and everything's in the kit, and you can make 4 gorgeous gnomes.
And I love the colours as well, kind of vibrant yellows, warm yellows, and the teal and the red and the purple, which are absolutely amazing. If you want to make the most, it's like the 204 647 £19 and 99 pence for the kit. Now we talked about cheese, didn't we?
I know, this morning.
Yeah, it is.
I can't remember what time the show was at. Was it 10 or something?
I think it was 10 a.m. Indeed, it was. It was with Alison as well. So here there is a clip of Alison and at that show, how it all works.
Let me just show you here. These are all the cheeses you're going to be making.
That's right.
So we're talking mozzarella, you've got ricotta there, mascarpone, halloumi. Now, I'm Greek. I'm telling you something, there is nothing quite like toasted grilled halloumi.
Oh, lovely.
Feta in salads, yes please. You've got this, what is this, Scottish...
Scottish crowdie.
Yeah, what's a crowdie?
That's actually the UK's oldest cheese. That came across with the Vikings. Yeah.
What?
What?
Yeah, this is good knowledge, learning.
Well, you can show off now at a dinner party.
Scottish crowdie.
You'd show off even more at a dinner party
Yeah.
if you'd made your own Scottish crowdie.
Wow.
You go, ta-da, look what I've made.
Scottish, yeah. We've also got in there, now what's this one?
Lebanese, so that's a Lebanese cheese, yogurt cheese. We'll be making that today.
Goat's cheese, I love goat's cheese.
Oh, so, and a lot of people find goat's cheese too goaty.
Yeah.
This is quite a mild goat's cheese.
See, I love goatee.
I like goatee as well.
What's this one?
Queso Blanco, again, so we're into South America. So you'd have that on top of chilies, hot dishes, just to break the spice.
Paneer for curries. Now, I love paneer. So it's an Indian cheese here. What I will say to you is Christmas time, look, I love cheeses all year round. I'm a massive cheese fan and my eyes are seriously on this. But imagine making your own cheese board for Christmas, because that is a time of the year we've got friends and family around, or even for dinner parties.
Exactly.
You hit the nail on the head, because there is serious bragging rights if you present a load of cheeses and you've seen the variety of cheese, but then telling everyone, hey, I actually made these.
I made this.
Fresh ingredients, I know what's gone into them, and not only that, there is an awesome cookbook.
Yeah, so you've got
recipe book,
how to make the cheesies, but then what you can make with them. So these are real dinner party showstoppers. And so simple, because
a gnocchi in there.
Because you're making 600, 900 grams in a batch.
How much?
600 to 900 grams
so now
in
we're
a batch.
talking like, that's a family block. That's a monster block.
Yeah, that's not like a block.
No, that's a block. Yes.
Yeah, so you're going to need to do something. You're going to need to do something with your cheese. You could have it on crackers, but you could make these lovely dishes as well.
This is a Greek dish, and can I say, spanakopita is stunning. So there you've got your crowdie going on there. Now, if you were to buy this kit, you don't have to make it all at once, because I know there's a shelf life of...
Yeah, exactly.
12 months?
So, yes, but, what you've got here is your rennet. Now, that's a vegetarian rennet.
Right.
Now, if you pop that into the freezer, that will last 5 years.
And that's an active ingredient.
That's an active ingredient.
Okay.
That's really what dictates the shelf life on this kit.
Look at everything you've put in here. We've got mint, we've got paprika, we've got cinnamon in there, basil,
so these
lemon pepper.
Yeah, and these all relate to the recipes that come in the book. And we'll be
So for £35.99, you know how much cheese you can make?
A lot of cheese. 40 batches.
Of 600 grams.
That's a big block of cheese, isn't it?
It is. We do love cheese.
We were just discussing this.
Yeah.
What was I asked you? What was your favourite kind of cheese?
Well, it's funny because I do love cheese, generally speaking, and you know, the only one that I do not like is goat cheese. Everything else, pretty much, I love.
Yeah. And I said I like everything, and apart from the one that you love the most,
Which
the blue,
the
blues,
well,
and
actually,
the sort
blues
of thing.
I do love, and you know, I was in, as I mentioned, sorry, keep going back to being in Spain to see my family, but the one cheese that they introduced me was a used milk fresh cheese.
Lovely.
Like it was, you know, on this I'm thinking maybe you could do that. I don't, you know, it's just amazing. It's just kind of amazing, isn't it?
And should we have a look at the kit? Because both and I, Paola and I, have cheese envy. We were so. We so should have done this show, Paola or I. You know, I don't know if Yanis loves cheese as much as we do, quite frankly.
I don't think she does.
I don't know.
So you have got a paprika, cinnamon, mint, basil, lemon pepper, and everything you need to create 10 different cheeses in there.
Wow.
That is absolutely amazing in there.
So that's the ultimate cheese making kit. But I think there were different ones, weren't there, as well in that hour. But it's a vegetarian cheese. There was all vegetarian cheese, but there was the vegan cheese, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So
of course, that was kind of has got all the ingredients, and of course, it's like the colander, so to make sure that every easily dries out, like kind of colander. It's amazing, the big cheese.
Yeah.